All right, good day, everyone. Uh, Today we'll be using and learning about a particular and a very fundamental widget, which is called the container widget. This video is going to be a little bit long, depending on how far we're going to cover today. I can make a part one and part two to make it easier. But let's begin. All right, so we would call it in the body. Right, we would use a app bar, but it's not going to do exactly what I want to show you today. So we call it a container. Now, I think yes, the problem is the constructor. Okay, here is a pro tip, right? So these errors, right, they can be up here. Some of them, if you read this, basically the answers to most of your problems are right in front of you. Okay, let me not say most. Some of your problems are right in front of you. Some of them would be in the terminal, but when we get to that bridge, I will show you a trick for that particular set problem. After that, it's another set problem. But I feel like if you want to grow, these are very natural things. But back on track. Okay, we will take away this cons, and that goes away. Now, we will give it a height. Right? The container is basically can be any height you want, so we just give it a height of 100, and we give it a width of 200. Right? Now, if you notice, we cannot see what is going on here. Okay, so we will call in. There is, if you click on Control Space, right, it will bring out this. I don't know about MacBooks, but I will check and I'll leave it in the description. Okay, so we will call in a argument called color. Now we'll say colors dot we used to write last time. Let's use something else. Blue, and we click on save. Right now it's currently here, and we're going to use a widget that we used earlier on the center widget. Basically, what the center widget does is just to center things within the center of the screen. Right. So okay. And now it's here. It's a little bit too small, so let's make it 300. Make it a square. 300. Now, aha. Now this container can be used for so many things, to create buttons, to create images, to create tiles, so many things. But for now, we're just going to do something really basic. We're going to add a child widget. Now this child widget is something that you're going to meet a lot. It takes in a widget. It can be anything really, any kind of widget it would take, depending on two things. Okay, I'll say, let's say for now, just one thing, which is the size, right? But even that can be arranged, even that can be, there's a very easy trick to it, but when we get to that bridge, we will also cross it. So for now, we're just going to take a text, let's say, good, use capital letters, good morning. Yes. Save. It is all the way here. So we're going to use another center widget. Save. That should fix that particular part. It's really small, so like we did in the text, like we did in the text video, we will go to style arguments, calling the text style. Let's give it a size of 26. Now, something I did not mention earlier on, to make it a little bit unique, there is an argument. Sorry. Letter spacing. Basically, it's just you give it a integer or double. Sorry, double. Here it's specified as a double. You give it a double, or let's say 3. Now the size is increased. Since we did not reload earlier on, let me change it to 5. look really closely. Aha, I see, that's really nice. So you can modify it however you want. So what we're going to do, right? These corners are way too pointy, right? So let's bend it. Let's make it look curved and really nice. I think this is where we're going to make our first proper error. So here we will call the argument called decorations. Now this decoration calls in for decoration. Now we will use the box decoration. Right? It's one of the best. And for this particular scenario, it is probably the best. No, not probably. It is the best. Sorry about that. So you can take in various things, but we will go for border radius since you want to change the pointy edges. Okay, so we will call in border radius. There are various ones. There is all, there is circular, there is horizontal. Only, yeah, but we're going to use the circle. And here it calls in for a double, right? So let's give it a double of 15. We save. Now this is what I was talking about, the error. The here it says if we open our command line, J, sorry, where are you? Where are you? Okay, it's not showing. I think it's going to show when we come over here. Okay, all right, Control J. It says here the color is equals to null. Now, basically, what it's saying is when you have a decoration, right? It already houses a color. So you cannot have color outside the decoration. Rather, you cut this color and then you come over here. Now when you run it, see, it works. Right, so that is your first error. Some of them are really simple, some of them just need you to read it. Sometimes you might read something that's a little bit too big, so you just carry it to your AIs, or rather, before you go to the AI, sorry for, well, you could do any of them, but before you go to the AI, I would advise you to go to it, Google and paste the problem, and it will carry you to places like Stack Overflow, and so on and so forth, and give you solutions. If you cannot find a solution that's suitable for you, you can always um, go to AI. Right? AI is faster, AI is better, but I would advise that if you're starting newly, do not depend too much on AI. Right? If you want to understand the fundamentals and the how. So yeah, that is it for the container video. Let's see, is there something else we can do here? Constraints now. Let's check here. No, but that is all. So that is all for this. I think the next thing we will do is going to be a padding, but that'll be the next video.